I'm hoping someone can just briefly see the chat to see if it's an acceptable volume level. There's not much I can do about the game music and your guys' audio, but I can affect my audio. Hooray! And honestly, if you're saying things, I can't hear anything.
I'm not saying anything. Have you started streaming?
I've hit stream.
Okay, for the viewers, I'm not saying anything is not my attitude to this stream.
I'm not part of it, I promise.
Are you recording this as well?
I'm streaming it.
Okay.
I could record it. I have a tendency to just take the stream down from the internet.
Okay.
I stupidly opened up the stream in the window, and now I don't know who's talking.
Oh, brilliant. That is just beautifully brilliant. Yeah, it does slightly concern me that... I mean, this game's also amazing in the fact that if I try and resize it, it literally just jumps to the side.
I'm quite quiet from what I can gather.
Yeah, but there's literally nothing I can do about that. You just suck is the basic thing I can say about that.
Right sound.
As horrible as ever. Like, honestly, the loudest thing is communist Russian music in my
I can't
ears.
get myself back in the stream.
Yeah, literally. Like, am I clipping massively now, or?
No, like, I can now hear you. It's great.
I can hear
kind of
noodles,
hear.
but I can't hear myself.
Try opening your ears.
I can just hear
Open up your
myself.
heart.
In fairness, this is the loudest music in the game. So I think we're probably going to be fine. If, you know, I just say, welcome people to,
Anyone's watching yet, there's 3 watching, which is me, ZaCloud, and the noodles I'm getting.
Probably me, yeah.
Probably wait just
Okay.
for one
alright,
person.
fine. Fuck it then. We'll go back to that. See that? You're not getting any more on that till you find a friend. So yes, free. I mean, in all honesty, I'd be happy just to stop the communist music. I'm already thinking about how I'm going to divide and conquer nations. So
We should probably move on quickly then. What we're thinking about becomes planning.
marvelous. So official start to the stream. This slightly odd setup because if I try and rescale the box, it literally just jumps to the side, which is
There's a nice,
great.
Background image there of Crazy Man
Yeah.
swimming in diamonds.
Aw, yeah. Or-
DuckTales styles.
Yeah. Anyway, we're going to start a new game, comrade. Oh, I should also say, in case there are people watching, only the dead have seen the end of war. I've heard that quote before, probably last time I tried this game. Joining me in oh, I really wish I could affect that music some more. Well, that's fine. It shut up for a minute. So whilst I can hear myself think, because this is probably being recorded as well, I am joined by ZaCloud, because she is here to translate all the Japanese words I don't understand, like kawi.
How's that, Cloud? So your mic's still working?
Whoops, I forgot to unmute it while I was eating apples. I'm a weeaboo!
Oh god.
And
Sorry.
and if
Are we less important than apples?
I mean, that is a beautiful first line to come out. I forgot to unmute when I was eating apples.
She wanted apples.
There is Sparks here to translate the German because
Yeah.
because we didn't have someone to do the Russian. We just, you know, we compromised for the German translations.
The game is called Panzermadels, which is basically tank girls.
Oh yeah, it's then got a
they're
sub.
not just wearing tank tops either. They're wearing tank bottoms and tank trainers.
God.
Tank hats.
Tank skirts.
Is this setting the bar
Tankinis.
for the comedy?
No.
Well, we set it
No.
low, and then we raise it.
You lower people's expectations, and then when they're just on the verge of ending it all, you give them a half decent joke, and it seems like the best thing ever.
You can try and raise it as much as you like. I'm going to try and lower it because I want to see how low I can go.
Pretty low.
Accidental games. Expect the worst, and anything is great.
That is our motto. That is our new amazing motto.
Accidentally,
That's
occasionally
full of noodles.
funny.
Oh,
Oh yeah, and the third person. I just wanted to say there is an under name to the actual game, which is Tank Dating Simulator. Obviously, because it's a dating game, we need someone with the prowess, the dating skills, and we have it on good authority that Noodles has once spoken to a lady. So
it
he
did happen.
Yes, see? And so that is the highest level of dating experience of all of us. So he is here for technical advice.
Even ZaCloud never spoken to a woman.
I know, right? It's
Nope, never.
it's shocking. It's really a shocking state of affairs.
I can't even look him in the eyes. I'm just too shy.
Makes mirrors a nightmare. Anyway, that is all 100% true. And with that, and obviously I'm here to be the narrator. So let us start with the greatest narration that we can ever have.
I'm glad you're here now.
Nailed it.
I know, right? This is the best.
I'm
We're
glad
also
I can
called.
bear witness to this.
I know, right? We're called Erwin, and we cannot change our name. That's another sad thing. Yeah. I should also say thank you to Torbray for buying me this game, because without it, we wouldn't be here in such a jolly manner, going, I can't believe I overslept. Gunny's going to have my head for this.
Interesting story. Torbray was trying to buy Crazy Man a lamp.
He wanted to buy me something.
This game, which has the lamp that he was trying to sell Crazy
Yeah,
Man on
yeah,
the desk.
Yeah. That little lamp there, just to the right of the name Erwin. Torbray was threatening to buy me that actual lamp, or a real version of it, and I refused because I didn't want a fucking lamp, and so I ended up getting this game.
A good trade, probably.
Yeah.
Which ironically also has the fucking lamp in it. So
Hey! Got the lamp anyway in digital form.
In the immortal words of Hannah Montana, you get the best of both worlds.
oh yes. Wait, never mind. It's the first day of class. Oh shit! It's the first day of class. I'm hoping the music's not too copyrighted. From what I've heard, most of it seems to be by Kevin MacLeod. So, as a way of not infringing on his rules of mention him, notate him, go check out his shit. Huzzah! I really should have written down the address. I have no idea where the hell this school is. Why did they put a tank school in downtown Akihabara?
Akihabara, yeah.
Sure.
Akihabara.
Keep.
I know, right?
Continue to do nothing.
Downtown Akihabara. Anyway,
Time.
come to think of it, I haven't seen any military bases near here either. And I believe that Japan doesn't have any military bases apart from the one island of Oki something, which is an American military base.
Plus, if you watch enough anime, you should already know it's perfectly legal to just drive tanks down the road.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I just say that's?
I mean, anime's real, right?
Yeah. Hmm?
It's the happiest full stop I've ever seen, or possibly the full stop sitting on the hottest surface. I don't know.
Okay, I have no idea what you're saying. Oh, do you mean the little jumpy thing?
Yeah.
Okay, that's not actually a full stop because the full stop's there. It's just
No,
a little.
Japanese game. There's 2 full stops, just in case you. One wasn't enough.
Just in case the first one wasn't clear enough. This is like,
And never
Yeah.
go to the top, do they?
no, never. That's never happened.
Oh dear. Hell, I really am going to be late if I can't figure out where to go or where I'm going, or if I'm unable to read basic words.
Oh, I forgot to mute. Sorry, muted.
Well, that's 1 point for the pronunciation and -1 point for the apple. So Zach and I
Yeah,
are
we'll leave them out.
setting now.
I
Hey,
should.
now, come on. These are caramel dipped
Oh,
apples.
well, -2 then.
Come on, I should be totally forgiven. Caramel.
No,
Caramel, as some say.
I was going to say it does sound closer to you saying carnal apples rather
Carnal
than
apples.
caramel apples.
That caramel apple.
Okay, caramel. That's sticky.
There we go.
Sweet stuff.
Well,
Oh,
carnal apples
carnal.
can end in a sticky. Let's leave it for later in the stream.
No.
Chew these apples until you're shut up about that.
I should ask for directions. I really should. It looks like that merchant shop is open. Same with the convenience store. And when I said merchant shop, I of course meant mechanic shop. Because I can read.
This shop sells other shops.
It's the shop.
Shop.
Exactly.
Price comparison website.
Yeah, right?
I want to buy a Walmart.
You want to buy a Walmart.
You want to buy
Yep.
Walmart?
Sounds amazing. I'll ask one of them.
Only one.
Yes. So we have the choice of I'll ask the mechanic or I'll go to the convenience store. Now, if anyone who is watching the stream at home or in a cinema is
Or while
wanting
eating a caramel apple.
eating a
Cinema.
carnal apple, feel free to cast your votes by typing in the chat. Otherwise, final decision does come down to Noodles because
Oh, okay.
you know, this is where your experience comes in of having spoken to a girl that one time.
Okay, well, when I was tracking down this woman that I spoke to, I checked the mechanics because I was trying to discern the inner workings of said woman. I just punched my mic stand. I was trying to discern the inner workings of the woman, and I figured where better to ask than somebody who works with the inner workings of many other things.
See, now I'm not an expert here, but I would have said that the convenience store is a better place to go because you can buy them some flowers while you're there. Unless it's not that kind of girl, in which case you could buy them a spanner. I don't know.
What if it's not that kind of convenience store? I don't really see flowers in that many convenience stores, if I'm being honest. Also, you've got to bear in mind the name of this game, Sparks.
ZaCloud, are you typing in the stream chat instead of speaking because you're eating apples?
Yes. Okay, and yes, I said ask the tweaking piss-soaked old man ranting about end times on the sidewalk.
Well, I mean that would be my first option, but sadly, I've only got the options of I'll ask the
two.
mechanic
Has anyone
or
else
the convenience
noticed,
store.
Has anyone else noticed the traffic cone trying to hide behind the gate on the road there? I'm
It was
wondering whether
doing a good job.
there's a traffic cone hidden in every drawing and we got to spot it.
Like a really shit Where's Wally?
Yeah.
Game within a game.
It's stripy and red. It's pretty much there.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Where's Coney?
Oh dear.
Well, that's the question we were all asking in 2012. And nobody ever found him.
VLC media player.
I think I am going to have to push for an answer. Noodles.
Mechanic.
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 Right, we're going to the mechanics.
About a week ago, I came home to my house. I share with a guy, and he, on a drunken night out, stolen a traffic cone and stuck it on our fridge. So
Okay.
I'm the local traffic cone owner in this call. I know what to feed them.
I hang on. I used to own a traffic cone. It was
Cute.
very useful. Yeah, it kept in the front garden for ages. I say front garden.
You had an outdoor one. I have a house cone.
Yeah, well, yeah, no, he wasn't. He was a bit leaky of sand, so he wasn't very well house trained. He was definitely an outside cone.
A garden cone.
Yeah, I mean,
Fishes, has a beard.
No. He had none of that nonsense. He had a peeling stripe, and he occasionally went in the road to stop cars parking when I needed to reserve a space for people temporarily. Anyway, maybe the mechanic would know where the tankery school is. It makes sense. I mean, tanks, mechanics.
Tankery school. It's the official term.
I know, right?
Yes.
You make your way into the garage of a small mechanic's shop. The only thing lighting the room is the warm glow of morning sunlight coming through the garage doors.
You'd think, like, ample light would be a must for working with cars and such.
Yeah, you would.
No, it's a commonly misthought of thing. The best conditions for fixing cars is complete darkness. I mean, you can see the bloke in the picture who's fixing the car. He is deliberately using the bonnet to shade him from the light.
All mechanics are vampires. That's what we're learning.
Yeah.
You walk in and you're like, hey, have you fixed my car? Oh, I don't fucking... Maybe. Which fake car shape is yours?
Plot twist: the car is carnivorous and has lured the mechanic in through its mouth by with a small slice of what appears to be pie right at the very back.
I'm trying to drink.
And at that, the noodle soup drowned. It was slightly ironic that the soup was the one to drown. But whatever. Suddenly, a young woman in a denim jacket wheels out from under one of the vehicles.
How can you see her? They said it was a small mechanic shop. So she's really small.
Well, yeah, I mean, she's just skated out from a car as well, so she's got to be tiny.
She rolled out from under a vehicle.
Mitchell. She's also a tank. Like, why are we just glossing over this?
Well, no, hang on. No. This is a mechanic shop. Why would tanks be working in a mechanic shop? You're not thinking this through, Noodles. If you were going to be
tanks only go to school.
I know. You don't have tanks fixing other tanks. It'd be ludicrous.
I would love to see that.
It's like humans fixing other humans.
I know. Stupid. That would never work.
Sellotape a screwdriver to the gun barrel. Go.
Her jacket is covered in motor oil stains, and as we can see by the picture, these motor oil stains are clearly on the inside of the jacket because they are not visible to the outside world.
What she's done is she's turned her jacket inside out.
Yes.
The
Well,
alternative universe
Yeah.
where motor oil is clear.
yes.
Ah.
All that would make sense. Yes, it's completely transparent. What do you do?
Baby oil.
Sorry, what?
Baby oil.
Yes. I mean, that kind of makes sense. I mean, if tanks can be girls, then motor oil can be baby oil, I suppose.
I mean, motor oil can be baby oil anyway. It's just not advisable.
It can be baby oil once. After that, it's dead baby oil.
It makes the baby grow faster.
It stops it screeching forever.
Johnson.
See, it's tinted so you can tell where you've applied it and when you haven't.
Exactly. It's the perfect thing.
Johnson's motor oil can get your baby up to as much as 60 mph.
Our baby oil goes further than any of our competitors' baby oils, financially and literally.
Only slightly probably more carcinogenic than our baby powder. Oh, snap!
Oh, baby oil tires. Your baby's out.
And we've gone from dead baby jokes to terrible car puns.
Well, I mean,
Right.
I was just about to say it's made from real babies, so we've come full circle back.
Amazing. Hi, Duck. I see you there with your XD.
Hey,
Um,
it's a duck. I didn't know ducks could use the internet.
Yes, no, this one's very fluent.
Trained.
Yeah. He wears a duck suit. He's the only duck I know to wear a duck suit. It's great. Anyway,
The last thing you'd expect inside a duck suit, so it's the perfect disguise.
Well, exactly.
I know it is, but he's the only one who's thought of it, possibly.
Maybe.
What do you?
How
What
would
do
we know? We would never know.
The only duck who knows and has the required sewing skills.
Yes.
I'm going to do something that you may find shocking, but I'm going to try and further the plot.
Right, okay, let's not push the boat out. You might hit the duck. That was the terrible joke. Please continue the plot. So I stopped talking.
What are you doing here? She asked sternly. That wasn't aimed at you, Duck. Don't worry. It's, you glance around awkwardly.
Looking for the traffic cone.
Sorry, I'm just looking for the army base with the tank school. Her expression changes to a smile, and she wipes the oil off her hands onto her jacket. My name's Michaela.
Michaela, probably?
Okay. Oh, that made more sense.
Like, the Japanese translations I can understand, but this is...
I think
This is
you
just a name.
You either need to do look at her spelling there. You either need to do a like a Yankee down south American accent or like a British farmer accent. We ain't got no army bases around here though.
We ain't got no army bases. Nobody tells me nothing.
Name's Michaela. We ain't got no army bases here though.
This is a simple farm shop.
But the tank school. Your question before she cuts you off again. You questioned before she cuts you off again. Oh, we got one of those. The tanks are real sweet girls. I did some work on Panzer IV last week. She's adorable.
Oh, no.
Cover her in baby oil.
You stare, confused by her statement. Adorable tank girl? Are we talking about the same thing? She ignores you and continues on with her sentence. Yeah, you're in a hurry. Just got a few more streets. The tank school is a big white building. You can't miss it, she says with a laugh. Ha ha.
That's quality voice acting right there.
I know. There's the most quality of all the voices. You nod and thank her quickly before leaving for the school.
Thank you very much. I gotta go now.
Yeah. Now,
Okay, thanks, bye. Owen out!
this is where I have another slight issue with the game, but I'll get to it in a second.
You can tell it's the tank school because somebody's gotten a sort of industrial-sized label maker and stuck tank school on the side of the building.
Yes, and then the lovely text covers that, so unless you
Yeah.
notice it in the first couple of seconds, you're not going to notice it. You've been jogging the last few blocks before finally coming to the gates of the school. The very tiny, microscopic gates of the school. The building looks unassuming enough, except for the large tank school sign on the front wall. Now, I would like. This is where my point is. Start again. This is where my slight issue with this scene comes out. As Sparks has already pointed out, the large tank school sign is not a large tank school. It's fairly small, regular to small tank school sign, I would say.
Unless the tank school sign is huge and this building is even bigger.
That is also a possibility. But
We
my
haven't
second issue is the fact that the text is currently covering the tank school, and the fact that it says the obvious thing saying tank school in large letters is obscured by the text saying that there is a large sign saying
Like,
tank school.
If you'd planned the framing out better, you wouldn't need this exposition.
Yes, exactly. If the text just moved down like a tiny amount, it would be
They could have
amazing.
just said the building looks unassuming enough, except for, well, you can see it.
Except for,
Left it
that.
like that.
I also like how they took the time and effort to then tell us what font they used as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's written in some sort of Teutonic font. Well, I suppose at least they didn't use Comic Sans, you say to yourself, and make your way inside. And also, we're in Japan, right? So, surely it'd be in Japanese rather than in English. Again, maybe this is something down to the fact that Japanese aren't allowed to have a military, and therefore any military base is actually an American military base. But who knows? Probably not going that deep.
History lessons with Crazy Man.
History.
Crazy history.
You thought this was going to be a random stream where you heard about baby death jokes and flirting with tanks. No, it's going to be fucking educational.
We're gonna learn you a thing.
Hi, Dragon Eye. You've just missed the educational section. We're
It's
going
all
back.
downhill from here.
It's back to smut. As you work your way through the school halls towards your classroom, something seems amiss. My guess would be people.
Yeah,
I know what
or
it is,
the
I know
lack
what it
thereof. Yeah.
There's no traffic cone.
Yeah. What's that? Oh no, wait. Just behind the Y in your there. And now they're behind the word looks. That's a traffic cone.
Yeah,
You're right.
could be.
There is a traffic
Alright.
cone.
In
Yeah.
that case, I see no problems apart from
Yeah, everything's
Lack
fine
of
here.
people.
wood on the right.
Lack of
Yep, this
fucking
checks out.
people. Beyond the tank school sign, nothing about this place looks like it's run by the military at all. No military police at the gate checking papers. No actual gates to go past. No junior officers walking around trying to get salutes out of annoyed sergeants. Nothing. Maybe the mechanic was pulling my leg. You keep walking down the hallway before stopping to peer into a classroom through an open door. How odd, you think? There are no students. To you, it looks like any normal Japanese classroom. The desks are arranged in neat rows, and nothing about the room would lead you to believe this place has anything to do with the military.
The traffic cone is disguised as a lamp in the top right there.
Yep, yeah, it's a very good disguise.
Oh,
Obviously,
I
right.
thought it was hiding on the bookshelf.
Oh no.
Sort of
yeah,
above the F of before, sort of directly
Yeah,
above.
I can't
Kind
see
of.
it, but
Can you
it's
see my
the
mouse? You
lamp.
can. Yeah. Okay. Well, shows what I know about traffic cones. You clearly are the better traffic cone owner. What the hell have I gotten myself into? You think as you continue on with the stream, and then step back into the hallway. Well, that's the first line. Well done, Sparks, but I'm going to continue reading the rest of it. Well, here's room 2C. This is what it said on the paper. This must be it, I guess. You open the door. Still no students. You're late for class, maggot! A tall man, dressed in Marine drill sergeant uniform, shouts at you before you're even halfway through the door. I also love the fact that there's just a beautifully drawn pink tank on the chalkboard there.
That's not been photoshopped at all.
No, that's hand drawn, man.
That's just as part of the world as we are.
I'm sorry, sir. Don't you sir me, maggot. I work for a living. Gunnery sergeant.
I pay my taxes.
If girls can look like tanks, then we can look like maggots.
Yep, no, that logic checks out. That's fine.
Yeah, I mean, a maggot dating a tank makes about as much sense as a person dating a tank. So yeah.
Oh god.
Gunnery sergeant, I mean. Have you forgotten how to address the senior non-commissioned officer, maggot? Sergeant, this recruit is sorry for being late, but this recruit was lost and had to ask for directions. Sergeant. Sergeant opens his mouth, shout again. The classroom door opens. Hey, senpai! I hope I'm saying that correctly.
Oh god.
Yes.
Oh, M4, it's Sherman.
Sherman, you're late again!
Like everyone else by the looks of it.
Sorry,
Is there
senpai.
anybody else in this room?
I was going to say, you're late again. I've been waiting by this door, waiting for someone to walk in to shout at them for being late.
Dragon, this is indeed Tank Dating Simulator. In the immortal words of Troy Bolton, we're all in this together.
Yep, this is not Ape Escape. I'm so sorry if that's what you came for.
I changed it. It still says Ape Escape.
This is why we're not getting the views in. Everyone's like, Ape Escape, I've seen that a million times. Don't give a shit about that.
What
Change it
happened?
Again, I don't know if it'll work.
What happened in the continuity is that the apes escaped, and as such, the Japanese government created human tank hybrids to capture the apes.
It's the
But
logical
instead-
explanation.
Instead, they started interbreeding, and now we have Homo sapien tank-related nonsense. And now we're all up to speed. So.
Telling the real law like it is.
So this is like sequel, side story, DLC.
The only thing I can read in the background there is the word Dan.
Dan?
Oh, that says Panzer.
Oh,
Panzer. Panzer.
That's Panzermadels.
Panzer Kampfwagen.
Panzerampfers for yeah.
Panzer.
Wagon.
I can't quite read it. The resolution's too low.
Well, that's not a good thing, is it? Ah!
Can you not steal better stock images? Like, there are so many good ones out there. They've not even correctly exposed the windows. What is this shit?
I mean,
I'm done. I'm out. I'm gone. Bye. End of the stream. We're done here.
Corporate paid good money for what he thought was a lamp and turned out to be a panther dating simulator. Let's get better stock photos.
People in the chat are typing it out for you to read, Sparks.
Panzer Kampfwagen. Yeah.
That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, I was
Prancing
gonna
away.
say, and usually isn't Wagen with an EN?
It's yeah.
Like Volkswagen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
Yeah,
doesn't say wagon.
That wasn't an intentional That was just me getting into character.
Fire support or tire support or something.
It is probably it's Fire Support 101.
You probably just
that
like
does-
use Google Translate or something.
Somebody watching, make yourselves useful.
Armored skirts this morning. Let's go.
Yes, yes. Sorry, senpai, I couldn't find my armored skirts this morning. No excuses, Sherman. Take your seats, and that means you too, recruit, he says, looking back at you. Class, Sherman and our new recruit are volunteering for Class of Sherman and new recruit, who are clearly the only two people here. I would like you to know that you are volunteering for cleaning detail this afternoon.
You can tell he's a sergeant because he's got an arrow in his neck.
What?
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah. Senpai.
Senpai means upperclassman.
Can I request
Upperclassmen.
that Crazy Man never pronounces senpai like that ever again?
2 afternoons.
Oh my god.
Very disappointed.
Oh god.
Aye, Sergeant. Best job I ever had. Best job I ever had. The rest of the class replies in. So just us. It's just us. We reply in unison with ourselves. Best job I ever had. You and Sherman take your seats at the back of the class. The drill sergeant continues with his lesson.
That he was just saying, he was just talking to an empty room.
That's basically what happens.
But this is accurate of the military, because the military have to pretend that everything is fine if it isn't.
Duncan is asking who else is
Yeah, I was going to say. So for those of you who have joined us since the beginning, when I introduced everyone, just a quick recap. We have ZaCloud. Say hello.
Yoski broskies.
That wasn't hello, but close enough. We have. She's here to translate all the Japanese words and give them their meaning. Sparks is here to hopefully do the same with German, though he's failed on Panzerwagen, Flaggen, whatever it was. You hopefully know what he sounds like at this point.
Hi.
Yeah. And then we have Le Noodle Soup, who is here because he once spoke to a lady, and this is a dating game.
Panicked.
What?
That's what he said to the lady. That was the entire conversation. But that puts him leaps and bounds ahead of the rest of us. So
It goes to know he goes to show he knows something though because he apologised. He's being polite.
Yes.
yeah, well, yes, we are and then obviously
We are
I'm
the
here.
residential
What's fire
experts.
support?
And then I'm here
What did
as
I say? Alex can read. Oh yes. Considering I write for a living, this is promising. Also good.
Well, we knew you could write. We didn't know anything about reading.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm writing. I've just been winging it up to this point, and it's turned out fine.
you just make fancy shapes with the letters and hope they form
Pretty much.
words.
Yeah.
Sounds like your boss can't read either, and he's like, this is really good. Those definitely look like words. Yes.
I'm from the Midlands. We've all got 6 fingers and no eyes.
Is that 6 fingers a hand or 6 fingers total?
No eyes. Wouldn't that make them the
It
Midlands?
varies. Done! Stream's over! The best joke! It's not gonna get any better than this!
You've said that before, and we've come up with better jokes. I mean,
We're
they've
we're a whole conversation away from that decision, that term as well.
Noodles has had to mute himself to stop himself dying. Anyway, let's continue.
I was making sure that I wasn't actually deafening anybody wearing headphones because I couldn't see that my interface said I was clipping. And I was like, oh shit, I just killed people.
Yes.
I can't see, people can't hear, the world's gone to shit, tanks are late.
Anyway, after a few minutes
I
of
can't read!
after a few minutes of listening to him lecture on fire support doctrine, you hear whispers to your right.
Sorry.
Yeah, that's my line. Psst, new guy. Psst, what's your name? Erwin? You whisper back. What are you doing here at a tank school? I don't know. I'm supposed to be studying tank warfare at an officer's academy. But all you are dressed like high schoolers.
It's all a cover!
Well, duh. We're tanks. What?
Don't pay any attention to the foreign exchange student. She's a fish tank. Goodbye, dragon. It's fine. Oh, God. Put the stream break thing up.
Just an intermission.
Technical difficulties. We'll be back shortly. A fish tank with a turret.
I know.
Just got an airsoft rifle sticking out the top.
What? Tanks? Fish tanks?
Yep, still a tank.
Didn't you read the sign out front? Tank school. It's pretty obvious.
But it was a tiny ass sign. I don't know whether.
We got our biggest label maker for it.
We used one of the big note cards.
Oh. Yeah.
It cost half of our budget. That's what it's
Do you know how much that font cost?
That's why the chalk on the chalkboard is such a low resolution.
We meant to donate to the font creator and accidentally put an extra 0 in, and now we're fucked.
There went our $10 budget.
Graphic design is our passion.
I can't see the cone in this picture.
No, it's on the green board. It's that orange smudge. It's just the resolution's so low.
How does traffic code? It's smeared in there. Or perhaps it's as invisible as the rest of the class.
Yeah. It's sitting at one of the chairs with just like the students.
Yeah. Is that right? It's the best bit.
I think this is probably gonna go on YouTube afterwards.
We've been on this
This
sentence.
is not Minecraft.
We've been trying to get this sentence out for a solid 10 minutes. Please put this on YouTube. People will watch
I
this.
promise it will. Hey, Rav.
Oh god.
Go on, next bit.
Yes, you do see a tank there, right? We're talking to her, obviously. Yeah, but I thought this was like a tank school, like normal. You know, those normal tank schools without the fish in them. No, no, it's tank school for tanks. That makes absolutely no sense.
We study humans here. How to load them, clean them, fire them,
How to assemble and disassemble and reassemble them.
and how to ride them into battle.
To be fair, isn't the entire point of this game learning how to get tanks to ride you? So.
I was just imagining like an army of people all holding fish tanks and then just running into battle with fish tanks.
Yeah, they just splash piranhas at the enemies.
Piranhas.
Oh, they're all goldfish in my imaginary, apart from one which was a traffic cone.
Okay.
Cut the jagabad there, recruits! Don't worry, I'll introduce you to everyone at lunch, she whispers before going back.
It won't take long.
Before going back to tooling on her desk.
Well, you've already met me, and
That's it.
And then there's the sergeant.
don't bother trying to talk to the fish tank. She doesn't speak English.
Unlike everyone else in this Japanese school.
What are you doing speaking English in this Japanese school? They only speak Russian and German.
This is going to be a...
It's funny, there's German and Russian tanks, but it's in a Japanese school.
Like,
I don't see what's bizarre about that at all, ZaCloud. That seems like the most
William's
logical
pretty
thing ever.
switched on, though. He's making a pretty good prediction here.
yeah. In the great ape versus tank war of of 20XX.
Are you sure it wasn't
The
1990X?
The Germans, the Russians, 1980XX.
No, 1990. It was 90s that Ape Escape came out.
Oh, fair. Well, no, this was the game Ape Escape was actually a prequel to this game.
Yeah, well, that is true. Also, it has time travel in Ape Escape, which really just it could have been released any year, really.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, anyway, so in the Great Ape versus Tank War, the remaining powers saw this as a great time to invade Japan for reasons, because Japan's a tactical spot in the world. That's fine, which is why this exists, because Japan then boomed into a cultural center of the world. Where people from many parts why is no one stopping me? Where people from many parts of the world come to learn and grow as Hutanks, which is the species name that I have just made up.
Hutanks.
Hutanks.
So,
Yay!
Put more effort into this game than the game designer.
I feel.
Even had a traffic cone to that last image.
I feel that we're getting people to people's subconscious because Duck just referred to me as SM rather than CM.
Quick 100, what the fuck is happening here? I don't know.
This is going to be a weird day and stream. I really hope I'm in the right place. Command will give me hell if they think I went AWOL. Oh dear.
You know what AWOL stands for?
Away without something.
Limits?
Leave? License.
Yeah, away with.
Absent without official leave.
You just looked that up.
Yes, but my dad told me years ago and I knew it and I just forgot, okay?
How dare you?
I will always remember my dad's wise words of just fucking Google it.
Yeah.
They were the best. Which didn't make sense until Google was invented. A few hours later.
Very avant-garde.
A few hours later, it is probably almost lunchtime. It's just, and the beautiful sounds of Big Ben just brutally cut off, as if they only had enough budget to play like 2 seconds of it.
Well, they spent all the money on this fantastic software.
As you can see.
And the
Black paint isn't cheap, you know.
This is painstakingly cell animated.
Yeah.
I paid my internet connection this month to watch a tent take.
This is Ghibli went bust.
They paid a suite of animators to animate this entire thing, but they didn't pay any lighting engineers to actually balance the.
They all got the wrong day, and they were like, well, we can't just waste a day of filming. I guess we're just going to have to make do. It'll be artistic, they said. It wasn't. They were wrong.
At the sound of the bell, which would honestly sound better if it was just a watch's beep beep. All of
hang on, I've got this. Hang on. There we go.
That was an improvised sound effect. Which what was the animation budget now? Our sound budget now cost? Fuck all. And
What you don't know is that Noodles basically sits on a desk surrounded by things for making sound effects with.
Literally 100%. Like this is what I do. But, for Sparks more often than not these days, to be honest.
You can tell from how much that sounded like a school bell how good he is at his job.
Oh yeah, virtually indistinguishable.
It gets very confusing when he's having to do his writing job by hitting random things, and then a text to speech to text converter. It's remarkable. At the sound of the bell, all of the tanks in the classroom start unpacking their lunch bags and heading into the halls.
I love how he's still skeptical.
Sure. I love how Crazy Man pronounced the new line character.
It's fuck off.
Oh, dear.
Doug says, I used to be a tank like yourself till I took a bombshell to the track.
New guy, follow me. I'll show you where the mess hall is. I'm assuming that's the place where they have lunch.
That's where they make a mess. It's in the name. Come on.
That is true.
Everywhere else has to be pristine except for that room.
Are you doodling? Go in the mess hall to doodle. I'll show you where the mess hall is. She shouts excitedly from across the hall as she starts skipping away across the empty, barren hall at busy lunchtime.
A tank skips when the track falls off, and it just skitters across.
Yeah, so it's not sort of dainty skipping, it's the tracks fall off.
There is something seriously wrong. Please give me assistance.
A shorter,
Start skipping away, leaving gouges in the wooden floor.
Oh dear.
a shorter girl to your right looks at you and frowns. Like so. Ah, you'll be sitting with us today. Great.
Wait, there's another tank. I'm waiting for the stream to catch up. I have no idea what's going on.
Alright, well...
Oh, there it is! Yes!
Great, she says.
And yeah, they're right. It says like something welcome.
Okay. Tanks are welcome, tanks aren't welcome, who knows. She says as she rolls her eyes and follows Sherman down the hallway. And this is where all the people were hiding all along. They were all in the mess hall, the mess room, making a mess.
Look at that, people.
I know.
Can I interject a second to ask, is this stream just full of weebs? Because everyone seems to know what's going on.
I don't. I've got no fucking clue what's going on,
Well,
and I've got to try and.
Apparent, but I think you mean. Yeah, well, you've got to get the nouns right.
How many arts? To say how many art styles can fit in one game? I don't think that is the question you should be asking. It should be how many art styles can you fit into one scene? Should be the real question.
It does look like a photograph of a cafeteria.
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 As we say in the South.
But everyone changes out of their school uniforms and puts on wigs of normal colored hair just to eat, and then they'll change it back for class.
And things in the background are written in English.
No Japanesing in the mess hall.
This is a non-weeaboo zone.
We are boo, if you will. Somebody stop me
Dear.
talking.
You walk into the school's mess hall, and already there are tons of students sitting at various tables together. On the far side of the room, you see Sherman and a few other girls chatting. As soon as she sees you, she jumps up.
Such a beautiful,
And through the ceiling.
pretty feminine name, isn't it? Sherman.
Mm-hmm.
In fairness, full name is M4 Sherman, which is even more. Hey,
Maybe
new
it
guy.
stands for Maggie Sherman.
I think it's
a regional thing. It's a very common name in the mountains of Japan.
Hey, new guy, over here. You walk over to the group of girls. One by one, Sherman begins to introduce you.
Oh, we gotta do voices, crazy.
We've got to
You have
make
to
this
do voices.
conversation quick
Oh.
before we get kicked out for Japanesing in the cafeteria.
Owen, meet Panzer 4. Hiya, I'm Junior here from Germany. She says with a wink.
Oh.
I can't really do a German accent very well.
No, you can't.
No.
Oh, I've heard about you. You went and got yourself serviced by that lovely lady down in the mechanics shop.
She said you're adorable.
That's not how you open. As the resident talking to women expert, that is not an opening line that you go with.
Okay, this is why you're here, Alex.
Are you saying that you shouldn't say I've met the person who's tinkered inside you?
Yeah,
You're saying that's a
100%.
band. That's
100%. You bring that in later, and only if they're cool with it.
okay, right.
I'd offer to service you, but I know it's already happened recently. Would you like to make an appointment?
Oh, and right. Actually, like the title of this game pretty much means tank girls, kinda ish.
Yeah,
So-
more or less.
Tank
yeah,
girls,
they-
kinda-ish.
You can go ahead and assume that they're girls.
Panzer is German for tank, and
But you could also go ahead.
Mädchen is girl.
Mm.
So I think Mädels almost sounds like slang for girl. I've never heard it though before.
It could just be like tank chicks.
Yeah.
I wouldn't put it past it.
Hot tank chicks.
Tank chicks. Tank on tank action.
That's just war footage.
What do this game and this and Call of Duty have in common? Tank on tank action. But I know which one I prefer.
If you play this game, you'll tank us.
And anyway, let's fucking continue, all right? Because otherwise we will be here forever, literally forever. And you're a tank too?
Sure.
This is Sparks. I'm gonna need your help in a sec.
What did I miss? What?
Tank on tank action, that's just war footage.
That was my line.
That did you miss?
Yeah, the crazy man said that a while back.
I missed that.
I was wondering why more people weren't laughing. It's a good one, man.
It was like my best joke, and it just sort of flopped, and I was like, all right, fine, let's move on. And then ducks, but when it comes from a duck's mouth, all of a sudden it's the funniest shit ever.
Anything sounds funny if you say it with that lip spring, man.
Right, Sparks, have you got your shit together? Because I'm gonna need you to read some words.
Yeah.
Of course, I'm over to Sparks.
Panzerkampfwagen. With an O instead of an E for some reason.
But there's
More
more.
to read all of it.
All the bits that's not English,
Okay.
up to the comma.
Okay, is it an English comma or a German one?
It is a German comma, probably.
Okay. Panzerkampfwagen 4, Ausführung F2, Komma.
But my friends call me Panzer 4.
But my mates call me Panzer.
That's great.
Whenever
But my mates
it's
call
in
me
German.
Panzer. This is my German accent now.
It's a southern dialect.
Have you heard me speak German with an Irish accent, by the way?
What?
Guten Morgen, Herr Biden. Wie geht es Ihnen? So spricht man Deutsch mit einem irischen Akzent.
Wow.
The really funny part is that his Irish accent is better when he's speaking German.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is true.
And this little cutie is T34chan, Sherman says, pulling on the pink-haired girl's sleeve. Cut it out, Sherman. Can I point out that their sleeves are tiny, so it'd be quite hard to pull on their sleeve. There's not much sleeve to pull on unless you're sort of, half pulling off the top. It's not like a long sleeve where there's like a lot of give in it. It's a tiny little sleeve that you basically pull and shoulder comes out.
That's the first thing you learn at tank school.
How to pull a sleeve properly.
It's an art form in itself. And I wouldn't recommend doing it without some kind of formal training.
Yeah. Also, the brunette whose name I've completely forgotten, Sherman.
Sherman. Aye.
Yeah. Either she has bandages on both arms, or she's wearing it as a fashion statement and has changed elbow. Because it was on her other elbow earlier.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah, damn right I'm
Continuity
right.
errors in this otherwise top-notch perfect game.
This seamless game. Continuity errors. How dare you?
I'm ashamed. It was going so well.
I'm gonna give it 5 out of 5 stars, but oh god, nope, one.
Cut it out, Sherman. Oh, come on, T-Chan. I mean, that's a line that's... I'm not going to say anything on that. Hi, I'm Tankovini, 34, but everyone calls me T34, except Sherman. That's right, she's our little T-Chan.
Oh, God.
I'm not that short.
Wasn't Sherman like an English tank? So if we assume that they are all like belonging to the nationalities of the tank model, then Sherman is actually more of a weeb than anybody else in this chat if she's actually referring to somebody as T-Chan.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
I was
well.
going somewhere with that.
No, I agreed you were, and then it went horribly, horribly wrong.
I went off track, if you will.
Ha.
And I'm back.
Very good. I'm not that short. Shorter than both of us. Sherman and Panzer laugh in unison. Now, I do apologise. I can't unison with myself. I'm no Zoidberg, who...
Would you like a hand?
Well, I was going to say, if anyone is aware of what I'm referring to when I say I'm no Zoidberg, I'm impressed. There's basically I'm going to ruin it, because, you know, the best way to work a joke is to explain it to everyone. Basically, there is an episode of Futurama where Zoidberg's got a puppet, and he starts singing, and then he starts singing in unison with himself and the puppet, and that was what I was referring to.
Would you like me to help you with the synchronized bar?
No. It's obvious that... It's obvious that this isn't the first time they've had this discussion. And they're referring to us. This game is fourth wall breaking in that regard.
And it does it so well, like everything else it tries.
Wait, if you're Panzer 4 and she's T34, don't you two... We used to have our differences, but we got over it. Right, T34? She says, nudging T34 to speak.
It's probably a war reference.
I believe T34 is a
Look at
Russian
that
tank.
Intelligent commentary.
I believe
Yeah, I
T34
think
is a
it's
Russian
cool.
tank.
I think
so
it's witty.
It's so you're gonna, and you people are doubting that the strength of the learning of this game. There's historical facts going down here. They came just after the monkey apocalypse.
I bet Panzer IV doesn't like the winter either.
Oh, see, we could do highbrow jokes.
Panzer IV, upon arriving at the school, was asked 3 questions. She got the first one wrong, she got the second one wrong, but she got the third right.
Right, who needs your...
Still let her in. 1 out of 3 ain't bad.
They didn't let her in per se, so much as she forced her way through.
Because, you know, she's a tank.
Right, who needs European hegemony and the Crimea anyway? Sherman quickly cuts her off. Because we wouldn't want controversial war jokes. We'd never allow something like that. Well, as close to over as they can get, she says, poking them both in the ribs. So then, everyone here is a tank? Yep, well, except for the teachers and you, she says, embarrassed. I don't really know why that would be an embarrassing thing.
Whoa, 1 second. Right, this goes on for 22 plus hours.
I mean, I feel that you have a bit late to join the bandwagon on this one, as it was said much earlier in the chat that it was a 20 plus hour game, and we're probably only going to get 20 minutes in. We may, and there is a small may here, may have to split this into multiple streams.
I'm happy with that.
I mean, we could just binge it into the late hours of tomorrow. You know, just go for the full bash out. I mean, may have to skip work next week, but that's fine. It's only thing that gives you money. Well, except for that, teachers. Yes. Why is she embarrassed? There's no reason to be embarrassed.
Maybe because she included us and the teachers as tanks, and she's like, "Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to include you in that." Or maybe she's one of the
just being
girls who
dicks.
Maybe. I'm beginning to think this is some sort of joke, because up till now I was taking this game dead seriously.
Yeah. Yes. Inclined. Yeah.
It's only just occurred to me, but I do love the fact that the German tank girl has blonde hair and blue eyes.
Oh fuck!
That's the blue bow as well.
Oh, that's brilliant. I'd only sort of just clocked that. And
No.
and the obviously the Russian has red eyes, which what was it, the red something, the red scare,
the red army.
There was something like the red fear or something like that. No, there's probably something, but I'm assuming that it's
the
red
rising
for that
tide of communism.
Yeah.
Just red in general. I'll
Yeah,
be right
it
back.
is. I'll be back with my communist army. It seems normal to me. She smiled. It's the only thing that is. Well, yeah, but you're a tank and a girl. I still don't even know why I'm here. I was supposed to be studying armoured warfare, not how to be a tank. Go ask Sergeant Hartman. So... kawaii?
Yeah, kawaii.
Okay.
Cute.
He's so kawaii, even if he seems like a big meanie. I don't think
Did I miss anything? Of course I didn't.
Yes, you did. But it will be explained in this next sentence. I don't think I've ever heard a sergeant be called kawaii.
Okay.
Aloha.
Oh yeah.
Are we about to go on another 5-minute tangent, or?
No.
If you make it.
This is a paid game. This is a paid game.
Well, hang on. Let me. I would like to clarify. Torbray bought me this game, so I have not paid for it. However, you do have to put money towards it, or someone does.
Torbray bought you this game, and then an earthquake hit New Zealand. Connected? Possibly. Just saying.
This is. You know what the sad thing is? This isn't the first dating simulator game that Torbray has bought me.
His export purchase completely destabilized the GNP of his country, and
oh dear. Anyway, we're going to move on.
You know what we should do when we eventually finish this, when we're approaching our late 50s?
I was going to say retirement.
we should play Hatful Boyfriend after this.
That is the other game that Torbray has got me.
Yes!
I also have Honey Pop or something like that.
I have no idea what that is.
For the best.
Total Biscuit play that with his girlfriend. That was hilarious.
Fair enough.
I would say that was it's yes. Honey, look, it's in capitals in the chat, so you know it's a real game. Honey Pop. Yeah. I would say Google it, but I mean, now the government sort of watches what you do, you may get arrested.
Has been holding our hand for a long time.
Something about hand.
Okay. When I said, with a hint of sarcasm and irony, are we going to go on another 5-minute tangent? I wasn't expecting, even though I started it.
Let's go together. Come on, she says, as she grabs you by the hand. They all faded out of existence because the tangent had gone on for too long.
They only wanted to go to class, but instead they just disappeared as the ravages of time claimed them.
Follow me, Owen. We can talk to Herr Sergeant.
She says, trundling away.
I don't know. He doesn't really seem like the talking type. Is there anyone else?
He's done nothing but shout. So, yeah.
He just
I want to
seems...
see, I
No.
want to see somebody mix a dating simulator game with a Pokemon style game where where the main character does never speaks. They just say ... So all of the options are just ...
See, I was thinking that you were about to go on a little thing where you said that you should just go out and catch 150 women in a tiny balls.
That's
What-
the obvious option.
That's
No,
not
hang,
okay.
hang on. If you're saying it should be like a Pokemon game, right? That means you then go to talk to people and then go do 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 do, and then obviously you can't speak, so you couldn't replace the battle system
You're
with.
faced with a girl, and your options are to reach into your bag to see if there's anything to help you, to fight them, or to run.
Well, no, I was going to say you could make a simulator where the fighting gets changed with like chat up lines, and it sort of works that way. But as you said, you don't want to talk to them. Your only alternatives are therefore just random things like stroke their face or
As the resident talking to women expert.
There's a reason why I wouldn't program this game. Grab them suddenly.
The hell's the... Oh, the poll. I've just seen the poll.
What's the poll?
Yeah, I never see them until they're done.
Different ...
Exclamation mark, or just ...
It's brilliant.
Basically, look surprised or look indifferent.
He just seems grumpy, but he's actually really sweet. Are we talking about the same person? It's only because he was in the wars.
I mean, the 8 ball was pretty fucking... oh god, I was about to say the 8 ball was pretty hairy, like without any sense of irony.
He got touched by a damn dirty ape, and now he's traumatized.
It was ape all along.
He was in the Wardes. What? That's not correct, is it, Cloud?
Desu rings a bell to me.
He was in the Wardes.
Desu?
Yeah, gosh, this game is made like it's freaking making fun of weebooism here. That's just a way to say is or it is, but yeah.
Like that. I know nothing of Japanese, but I know that that's probably incorrect.
Yes, very incorrect.
All I
If
know
this game is
is
making fun of weebs. Are we really streaming the wrong game for the audience? Because if there's anything I've learned about these delightful people in the time I've spent with them this evening,
is that they are
Well, let me
delightful.
think. I mean, considering this game it seems to be almost a parody of the dating genre, the dating sim thing.
I don't know what you. I've been writing
coming
notes.
in kind of tongue in cheek.
yeah.
Wait, he was. As you speak, the sound of a tank motor stalling suddenly roars behind you.
Oh god.
If somebody's watching this as a video later on our channel, I want somebody to work out the average time between dialogue changes.
People have been saying it's about 5. It's between 5 and 10 minutes, I imagine. Yeah, anybody chat.
I mean, if anyone's watching this on the channel, they're probably thinking Foxy Boxers is really taking a weird turn.
Right, Crook, don't worry, there isn't a tank incoming, or if there is, we're not actually going to see it for another 5 to 10 minutes. So it's fine.
Ah, look out!
Continue to banter and we'll rid ourselves of time.
This is now the most beautiful non-content on the planet, in which we are stalling for time, talking about the fact that we have been previously stalling for time.
No, fuck off. I'm continuing with this. We are dead. There is a black screen. There's. I'm sorry.
That's death. That's
Is
what
he
death
okay?
Tanks
Ah.
are compassion.
Sorry, what? Tanks are. I was wearing.
Tanks are
them.
well known for their compassion.
They are.
says. Tank comes barreling through the hallway. Nicely done.
You really need to be more careful. You almost crushed him. I'd also like to point out, I don't know how many of you noticed it, but there was a screen wobble when there was no text on the screen and it was completely black. The only reason I know that there was a screen wobble is because the settings thing just wobbled side to side.
I thought that. I was like, is it hinting that you can change this at this point?
No, hang on. The settings are amazing. There are no settings. It won't open. Are there settings? No.
I don't think it's a setting. I think it's a flower.
I'm half expecting if I try and put it in full screen for it to go full or hit the enlarge button for it just to have an enlarged box that's just black around the outside and then the same size actual image as the thing. I've not tried it because I don't dare, but I that's what I imagine will happen.
Maybe that gear is actually just a tank gear.
Well, the good
It
news
is, but look, this is what we can do.
The good news is that at this point, if the game crashes or something, it's only going to take us like 30 seconds to get back to this point.
Oh yeah, and just Duck, in answer to your question, the way to lose this game is to die of old age while
I thought the way to lose this game was to start playing it, but you know.
In a way, we all lose.
Anyway, more careful.
We're with crazy, aren't we?
Oh. I'm sad now. You know, just for that, I'm gone. I'm gone. I'm leaving you all.
Shit.
I
Bye.
can get to his house in about 40 minutes, then I can continue to press the button.
Okay, this is good. This is good. Because that means that the time between this screen changing to the next screen is actually going to be shorter than it has been previous.
No one will even notice.
He's actually gone away. He's actually. I just heard him speaking in the background. He's gone.
Oh
Crazy Man has actually left. What we are left with now is just a bunch of people staring at a black screen. This is some top quality content.
Oh yes. I wonder what kind of tank make ? Is. It must be some sort of
Vote in the comments.
Top secret.
Do a poll.
Government model.
It's a space tank. That's what it is. It's a super secret, top secret space tank, which is why we can't see it. We've actually been blindfolded. Might I also point out that this person who we're playing as, who I'm going to call Erwin because I think that's correct, has just been hit by a tank.
Almost.
Yep.
Folks don't survive that. That is literally the point of a tank.
Erwin is the man.
Yes.
Although
Erwin
you know
is the
what?
man.
You know what? If he was crushed by a cat tank, they could rebuild him. They have the technology.
You just got a buttload of tanks and RoboCop.
Plot twist: Sporks is a tank.
Sporks.
How did you tell, Senpai?
Sporks.
People call me Sporks a lot. In our Discord chat, you can put code on Sparks. It puts my Minecraft skin. If you put code on Sporks, it puts my Minecraft skin upside down.
Sporks.
You've not heard that before. Why
is that so funny?
I don't know. I've never seen anyone find it that funny before.
Are we ready to continue?
We've been waiting for you to come back, man.
I've been back. I've been. I got a drink. I went to the loo. I got a manicure. It's just waiting for you to finish up your conversation, really. Yeah, we were almost crushed. I know, Senpai. I broke down again. I couldn't stop. It's okay. He's going to be all right. He was only run over by a tank. Just don't push yourself so hard, okay? Hi. Senpai, he's waking up. Are you questioning my voice acting there? I heard the question.
We're on a call with you. The stream is a bit behind, so we can't tell if you're just making random noises.
Yeah.
We're actually reading out what's on the screen.
Of course I did. What'd you take me for?
You could just finally be giving up. Which, to be fair, is a viable option.
Oh, can I point out that we've been doing this stream now for about an hour probably, and and at no point. Oh no, sorry. There has been one time where we've had to make a decision. Because of the pace we're going through.
To be fair,
We're not playing this game very well.
I watched this stream the other day. These guys managed to be shit at Panzermadels.
It's going to turn out that this is a dead-end route, and the only way we can actually progress if we chosen the other option. And most people found this out quite easily, quite quickly, and it wasn't really much of a bother for them to go back to the shop. But for us, it's like a 1 hour detour.
It's like, do you think that maybe we should let them know that they've made a wrong turning quick? No, it's take what average player 5 minutes at most.
We should be quicker at it.
3.5 hours later.
It's a 22+ hour game and there are 4 of us, so if anything this should be taking like 4 hours tops. That is both how time and maths works, might I add.
Senpai, he's waking up.
I thought he was waking up. It's been a while.
If I set enough times, he'll eventually wake up.
At some point I'll be right. The law of probability dictates that at one point I'll say it and I'll be correct.
A broken clock twice a day.
Consciousness.
Can you really be conscious if you just keep getting sidetracked? Looks like you took quite a fall there.
I'd like to point out that because this is a hospital ward and they're all about safety, the traffic cone here has been whittled down to a nice soft-ended sphere and is hung on the wall on the very right there and been painted a nice safety yellow.
Ah, yes, I see.
Oh, that thing. I thought you meant that thing.
Oh, I thought it was liquefied and put into that tub on the first shelf in on the middle
That
unit
one.
on the right.
Someone might drink it if you did that.
Yeah, that'd be dangerous.
That's
Like,
not
looks
safe.
like carrot juice.
Looks like you
When,
took. No, we sidetracked too much. We need to lower the gap between lines, Red. Otherwise, we will be here forever. I know that this sentence is not helping that fact. It's a self-contradictory message. I am aware. I am fully aware. We're just going to continue straight on and pretend that never happened. No!
Playing this game, this would not be entertaining in the slightest.
Yeah, this deadly serious game with no humour in it.
We're doing this game a favour. People are going to go out and buy this game as a result, and they're going to sit down like, I'm going to have just as much fun as the guys I saw on the internet. And what?
If they liquefied it and put it in a tub like ZaCloud suggested, would it be conedine?
Yes.
Looks like you took quite a fall there. From reality. What?
The sentence for this decade. What are we going to talk about next?
Let me continue with my line.
Chris Space. Yes. Did you see that?
What?
What? Sadly, Sporks, I have no idea what you're on about.
What?
Sporks. Yeah, bearing in mind, I don't know if we're actually being entertaining or if I've just got to the point where this game has driven me to laugh uncontrollably at the word sporks for 5 minutes.
I mean, I know where this conversation's now going because it applies to both the game and also the sidetrack. What?
Oh shit! Panzermadels is £3.49. It's in the sale.
Go get it, guys.
Where am I?
Fun.
The 7th circle of hell.
Fuck yes, we're all high on oxygen.
Honestly, I think I would be making more sense of this situation if I was high. Because...
Conedine.
Conedine.
Don't worry, you're quite alright. What? What? How?
It's a hazardous substance.
What happened to me? Someone's trying to get me to drink a cone. Oh, Tiger, I had a little slip up. transmission jammed again.
A little slip up. Yeah, she slipped on the floor because the the warning cone that they put up when the floor was been ground into powder.
And that's why it's in the nurse's office. They're gonna try to put it back together.
Oh my fucking god! Right. Are you ready for this? I need absolute silence. Reconstructive surgery.
Yes.
I love the fact the chat has just gone to singing Bohemian Rhapsody because I must do this to remain sane.
I was almost slightly sick.
Oh God! Oh Tiger, I had a little slip up. A transmission jammed up again. That doesn't seem like it's proper grammar, but never mind. You know, you really should wear a helmet when you're around tanks. That's what's going to save you. Wearing a hard hat when you're crushed by a 2,000-pound tank. I have no idea how much tanks weighs. It's Tiger Eye, not Tiger Eye. Oh, that clears it up. Thanks, Larry.
The eye of the tiger.
Oh!
Ah, yes.
I'm sorry, I'm still winding down from the last joke.
We'll now take an intermission so that we've got spaces between the jokes. Didn't you read the field manual on how to joke? Field manual? Never mind. Anyway, Tiger, come over here.
It's what farmers read when they're fed up with reading about automatic farming.
Did you hear about the farmer that won that award? He was outstanding in his field.
Hey.
Yep, I heard that one.
There we go.
Oh, he was outstanding. I heard he was driving along the road on his tractor, and then he suddenly turned into a fork on the road.
That's how he
You know what? I
died.
think the jokes were better when we were actually making our own one.
Yeah, I know. We should stop. Yeah.
Yeah.
Why did the chicken? Oh no.
Why did the chicken cross the road? Because on the side of the road it was on, there was tank girls, and it was confused and was trying to get away and escape in all desperateness. But sadly, just walked into a KFC on the other side, so it was a sad end. It wasn't a joke, it was a factual statement. Bit of history for you. Tiger, come over. Tiger, come over here.
You learn, you laugh, everyone's having a good time.
Tiger, come over here. It looks like he wants to hear more of the plot.
Why is the nurse just staring at the wall? Because she's lost all faith in us, and she's just like, any minute now, this one will be over. I've got 4 lines left, so I can leave in the next 40 minutes.
I wanted to get home to see my kids. I only had 6 lines, and now I'm here for an all-nighter. Fuck.
What? Whoa. No. Stop me talking. I'm gonna mute myself. Fuck this.
Thank Christ. Right. Now I can read the very important line. Said with perfection.
Marty.
Where we're going, we don't need Joe.
Oh dear. Right, are you going to let me do my next line?
No. 1.21 giga jokes.
Bye, Crook. Don't go. No.
Hi, Crook. I've never seen his name before. I think this is what he thinks we are now.
I'm really hoping someone will follow us, because I feel the follow message that we have is just ideal for this game. But no one will ever know what it is. Oh, well done, Doug.
Low brow.
You made me laugh.
Good one, Doug.
Now, if people will, I would like to read my line. Right, there we go. Next line. I'm sorry.
Best work.
Thank you. I'm sorry for running you over. She looks really sad, and I'm going to make a guess by the fact she's got blonde hair and blue eyes that she is also German.
Yep, Tiger Tanks. Congratulations.
I think Dragon's right. That is a plumbus on the right.
A what?
A plumbus.
Mmm. It is.
Is that a fruit that's also a method of public transport? What the hell's a plumbus?
I'm not sure anybody knows what it is.
Have you ever
But
watched
it's-
Rick and
but
Morty?
the production method is amazing. The way they make it.
Do they use is melted cones an ingredient in the
No, not that
process?
I'm aware of.
No, you need to watch Rick and Morty, Noodles. You will everything.
Oh,
It's
I keep meaning to watch that.
you need to.
It's on
Really need
Netflix.
to.
There's no reason why I shouldn't.
Do you know what I find weird? Because I recently just rewatched it on Netflix. Is despite
I can
it's
feel the viewer's faith in ever seeing the end of this scene dwindling.
I was
Has
just
the heart of a lion and a lifetime ban from the local zoo.
She looks really sad. Crazy Man should probably say something.
I was just gonna say I find it weird that on Netflix Rick and Morty has bleeped out the swear words, despite the fact that that is like the least offensive part of the show. But with that, I'm gonna go along and say she looks really sad. I should probably say something so she can go home. And the person who looks like the nurse who looks like they're falling asleep but with their eyes open, just stood standing. Saying
No, Duck, that's what the excited exclamation point is for. Full stop.
The programmers coded that in because they knew that we would need that.
Oh my god, what do we do?
Right. So I kind of forgot what context this is now being asked in.
Gameplay!
Poll it, somebody poll it.
Right, I've lost context in what this is in reference to. But our options are
Put
wait.
it this way: if we say "Wait, who are you people?" We're only like if we go okay, it doesn't hurt much. We'll progress the story. If we go wait, who are you people? We're gonna have like just some convoluted exposition and then get to the point we would have got at when we say it's okay, it doesn't hurt much. Now, for a normal player, that would be fine. You can breeze through the exposition. Jobs are good. And however, for us, if we take any detours, we may actually die before we actually know what the hell's going on. So, as the resident talking to women experts. It doesn't hurt much.
All right, I'll cast my vote. Okay, we're gonna yeah.
Nobody hurts.
It's okay. It doesn't hurt that bad. You shift out of bed and stand up before falling back down in pain. Ow, you say. Okay, maybe a little. But it was an accident. It was an accident to have pain.
Yeah, like stubbing my toe on a door frame is an accident. It still hurts.
Being run over by a tank. You know, they're both
slightly more
common accidents that are likely to happen.
What are we talking about? It's a general household hazard.
Oh my god, Duck!
Oh jeez, Duck Jr. I've spent the last 1.5 looking for Crazy Man's killer. Sadly, no one will do it.
I know.
I was looking at the other one. I didn't even read that. I think Duck's putting in jokes just to prove to people that the video hasn't in fact frozen.
She's terrified of what you
years.
just said.
1.5 years.
Yeah,
You really
mean it,
ruined
yeah.
the joke.
I mean, like, it was 30 quid watch and I got a kid out of it.
Look,
Great.
girl, you're cute and all, but I kind of want to meet your sister, Tiger 2.
As the
Human...
resident talking to women expert,
Is that a bad one?
that's a bad. That is a bad. That is not a good.
Okay. Okay.
For further context.
Hang on. Let me just make note of that. Okay.
He's got to
Pretty
stand
much
up a
that.
second because he's got a huge like board on his wall with like bits of string joining things up with pins. On how to shoot the girls.
Things.
That's the real reason it's taking so long to change scenes. He's printing them off. He's pinning them to a board. He's like, it doesn't make sense.
Things to say.
be a connection
Things
somewhere.
not to say. I've
Compliment their barrel.
I've actually got Tinder open on the side, and I'm just the lines that seem to work. I'm just sending them off to random girls in the hopes of something happening.
That's the only reason I'm on this stream.
Yeah, it's my secret ploy, which is not so secret anymore because I let the cat out of the bag. But
So if you actually go on a date with any of these Tinder girls that you're sending these chat up lines to, have I got to come to wherever you live and do that stereotypical movie thing where you've got an earpiece in and I'm sitting in a nearby bush with a walkie-talkie?
Now you say this. Now you say this.
Shakespeare.
The Shakespeare? What?
the famous director.
Dost thou bite your thumb at me? I do not bite my thumb. Do you want to fucking go? Dost thou even hoist?
Oh,
Better
Dragon's just written out the creation method for the plumbus. Everyone in their home. First, they take the dingle bop and they smooth it out with a bunch of schleem.
Oh.
The schleem is then repurposed for later batches.
That's what Schleem's for.
They take the dingle bop and they push it through the grumbo where the fleeb is rubbed against it. It's important that the fleeb is rubbed because the fleeb has all the fleeb juice.
Oh, that's where I've been going wrong.
Then he shows up and he rubs it and spits on it. They cut the fleeb. There's several hizzards in the way. The blamps rub against the chumbles and the plubis, and grumbo are shaved away.
thus the plumbus is made.
Okay, Dragon. So I've followed your steps. How do I store it? Because it's looking pretty agitated and I'm a bit scared. So if you could just take your time, work it out, make sure it's accurate because I don't want to die. On a shelf. Fuck it. Right. Okay. Okay, wise guy. If that's how you want to play it.
So,
Tiger 1 is beginning to think that we don't mean it.
do you mean it? 20 minutes of silence. Noodles, as the resident expert, if a girl says, "Do you mean it?" and then you give them 20 minutes of silence, is that a good or bad way?
That is what we in the professional jargon call mixed messages.
Right, okay.
It's pretty 50-50 until you open your mouth. So sometimes it's actually a good course of action to take.
So, just going on the fact that Raf is saying we're about 15 minutes of gameplay in, and the fact that we've been going for, just shy of an hour and a half. We are going at approximately...
We're just shy of an hour 40.
No, we...
Shy of an hour and a half when we got to this slide.
We're going at about a sixth speed. That's the approximate time. Anyway, with that in mind, let's continue to see if we're. There's no reason to. We're just going to continue. Yeah, it's not a Lee. The girl interrupts your leminations with a hug, and you can see that she's on the verge of crying. Now, Noodles.
Okay.
If a girl says, "Are you sure?" you leave it for 20 minutes, and then you start to speak, and she then hugs you and starts to cry.
Okay.
Is that a good sign or a bad sign?
Now, it often depends on the make of tank.
It's a German one.
German and Russian models, bad idea. It's all a front. English and American models, you can probably get away with it. That's fine. Fish tanks, the jury's still out on that one. It's in the field of tank science, we're still.
No one knows.
Yeah, nobody really knows what the hell goes. Nobody really knows what goes on inside a fish tank.
Turns out engineers aren't great at understanding goldfish. They lack the correct skill set.
Well, there is the. I mean, I don't know on like the dating level, but on a mechanical level, you've also got the other issue with a fish tank. If it starts tearing up, that makes the water salty, and goldfish are freshwater fish, so it kind of just kills off the fish. It's a bit of a weird one.
Cry. Seriously, don't cry.
You'll kill me.
Raph Pork, by the way, you're currently my favourite person in this stream. Because if I was watching this is exactly what I'd be doing.
So we're in fact going at about 10th speed. That's amazing.
And they said time travel was impossible.
Hey, Miss? Nurse, what's up with her? Oh, Tiger breaks down a lot. It's just a design flaw.
Yeah.
And it only took us 2.5 hours to get to that brilliant joke.
We've got to the first joke. Well done, guys. Good game. That's the stream.
Tiger is still trying to hug you, with one hand at her mouth apparently, as you slowly drag yourself closer to the door.
Noodles, you're in a band, right? I hope that this isn't your policy for gigs as well. You play a riff that you really like, and you're like, okay, that's it, bye.
Pretty much.
Don't want to screw it up after this point, so let's end on a high note. 30 seconds into our first song.
Oh yeah, 100%. Because at the end of the day, like, if you can do 30 seconds, and you can practice 30 seconds. I mean, if there's anything that people are learning about me from this, is that I can do things that I can take ages doing things that should not take that long at all. So I can spend 2.5 hours worth of band practice practicing 30 seconds. I can get that fucking nailed. After that, bit iffy. So you just go on stage, headline show, everything's amazing. You go on, you play 30, 40 seconds if you're feeling a bit adventurous. And I usually find that people respect you for that. Because at the end of the day, would you want to show up to a gig or a film, for example, or something like that? This is why short films exist, for the same reason. Would you rather show up to a film or a gig or something like that and pay 10 to 15 pounds, say, for a 40-minute show that wasn't that great, or for 30 seconds of mind-blowing... Why is nobody stopping me? Mind-blowing. Mind-blowing awesomeness.
Great. Okay.
We didn't stop you because I was waiting for you to get to a point that you liked so much you just go, that's it, sentence over.
No, sadly, that story, that tangent was void of point.
Marvellous.
I love the noise Erwin makes to demonstrate how fine he's feeling.
Look, I really see.
Look, this is why I do the voice acting. Look, I'm really alright. See?
Chris, now people are asking who's in the call again.
Who's in the... Right, we're going to go over it again. There's ZaCloud to translate the Japanese, Spikes to translate the German, Noodles to go on meaningless rants that go nowhere, and for the dating advice, and obviously myself.
You do the amazing voice acting.
Yes, yeah, that's my job. You say balancing with one foot on the ground. You might want to let me handle this from here. Why don't you take the rest of the day off? Sure. Yeah, I'll see myself out, you say as you pry the girl off you. Now, Noodles.
Hello.
If you were having to pry a girl off you...
As the resident talking to women... Crowbar.
Right, great. And that's...
Crowbar.
Right,
Crowbar all the way.
good. Let me just...
Or baby oil.
Right, okay. I mean, I've learned that I need to take a crowbar on every date now. This is...
Duck is savage.
Duck.
This is the most savage duck I've ever seen, and I've seen a swan, which is basically a savage duck. So,
Don't let them hear you say that. They'll attack.
and there's nothing I can do about it in England, so yeah.
Yeah, I know. You can't defend yourself.
No.
We're finally out the nurse's room. We've finally done it.
Oh my god.
We're back to the hallway.
Oh!
You walk out into the school hallway.
Oh, we're one scene closer to
The end.
You walk out the school hallway and take a moment to catch your thoughts. Why is it now middle of a Tuesday? I swear I went in there on a Monday.
If there's anything we've proven across the course of this stream, it's that time really does not matter in this little pocket universe we've created for us.
Everyone's trying to be nice to us. They all think we're a little slow.
No. This is just a stream. This is a stream full of enablers. They're just as lame as we are.
The people in the game, they're like, this new kid, he's cute, but he's a bit slow, but it's not his fault. He can't do anything about it, so we'll just be very nice to him.
Yes, which is very kind.
Poor guy.
What kind of place is this, you
We're
mutter?
tanks.
What kind of place is this, you mutter, when you notice a girl staring at you from behind the corner of a wall?
I thought that was a cone.
I can't on the wall. The
She
cone
do-
is still there. They put the cone back.
Do you get put in prison for killing a swan in self-defense?
I imagine there's a fine. I don't actually know. Like I don't know. Assuming you're not. The thing about like we can't kill and eat swans. Put it that way, because they
No,
are.
I,
Like,
I was going to say, technically you can, but you do need permission from Her Majesty herself.
right.
My dad-
I'll
My
just give her a
dad was
call.
sharing a house with a guy who worked as a caterer, and they did catering for somewhere that the Queen was at, and they had swan, and the Queen didn't eat all the swan, so they took some of it home wrapped up in tinfoil, and so my dad had swan, and apparently it tastes kind of like
Shit.
duck.
Well, yeah, that's wow. No.
So
But
there,
yes.
that's my claim to fame.
Yeah, you're not allowed to eat or kill swans in England because the Queen wants them all to herself. If you're lucky, she'll allow you to have the scraps, you filthy
Yeah.
commoner. Get out of my house.
That's my claim to fame. My dad's housemate ate the food that the Queen didn't want anymore.
I'm looking at the legal status for swans right now, which is literally the turn this stream has taken. I couldn't give two shits about this game anymore.
British problems.
Under the current British government, the swan actually has more.
And
Cut out
and Noodles
No,
was
like
cut for talking against the government. It's the new policy that's come in.
Oh my god! It's the super law, literally. And
Swan actually has more what?
considering the fact that I said under the new legal stuff, the swan actually has more rights than I do, and then my internet suddenly cut out for no reason. Oh god.
Anyway, she swans back around the corner as soon as you look at her.
Yes, that is exactly what happens.
Oh my god, that's how fucking. Sorry, my brain just made the connection as to how we got onto the legal status of swans, and I was just like, what the fuck is this?
Hello? Is anybody there? She peeks her head back out, blushing red and looking very shy. Ah! I'm sorry. Are you the new boy? No. Why would you think that, being the only boy in this entire school of tanks?
See how much dialogue we just got through.
I know,
there?
right? It's great when
average
people...
dropped by like 10 minutes.
I feel a bit nervous.
I'm genuinely scared to proceed in case like everything's just suddenly broken and I'm just in a room talking to myself.
What if we complete the game?
That's never gonna. Then we play it a game and take a different path.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I guess I am. Well, I wanted to ask you something, if that's okay.
Or not. It's not a very open question.
I mean, you just have asked me something. That's a stupid question. That the question in itself is literally, it's asking for permission to say the words you're currently saying in the sentence.
Duck's made a very
ridiculous.
valid point about this girl's hair.
Yeah, no, it's beautiful. It's a beautiful style.
I'm looking at it now like some kind of optical illusion.
Well, as I was once a haver of long hair, and you can actually do that. You just kind of like goes forward over your face and then back over your shoulder, because hair is not made out of planks, believe it or not. It's
hair is bendy,
pliable.
but surely doing that is basically like just pulling against her face. It's like pressed against her face.
Yeah, it's like they could have at least contoured it so it wouldn't look so weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it looks like an impossible puzzle.
Anyway, wanted to ask you something that's okay. Only if
Oh,
I can
actually,
ask
look
what's
at
up
the
with your
picture again, and
hair.
Just imagine that she's looking at it slightly from side on, and you can't see her other eye. And she just has a very narrow face. Look at it. You can't unsee it.
I can't even regularly see it, so I'm
What?
all right.
Okay, fine.
Let us plot on.
I thankfully don't know where you're coming from. So it's fine.
Sure. That wasn't a weird reaction at all. The sudden jump forward.
Whoa.
There we go. There we go. Hold
Wait
up.
for that.
It also came
Oh
with.
my fuck!
We've all got different stream delays.
It's brilliant. I just like to let you know. Obviously, the stream will have seen it, but it came with a very nice whew sound.
That
so
was a genuine reaction, might I add.
Hank.
Oh my
Oh.
god!
have you
Google, we need advice.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Look, this is unprecedented. I don't. I've never come across this in the wild. I don't know. I don't know.
Wild.
You've never come across a tank asking you if you've ever been inside of a tank before, and you're supposed to be our expert. Jesus.
There are some things you just can't know.
All right, we'll have to wing it.
What
Well,
are we paying for you for?
I think in a way, I too am paying for this. Oh fucking hell! 2 hours into the stream, and I get the Twitter notification telling me you're streaming it.
right.
That's why there's only a few people. I was wondering.
Right.
This top quality content is going unnoticed for that reason.
Yeah, and that reason alone, it's not that people are scared.
In training.
I mean,
Well,
what's
oh no, right, okay, the lack of context on my end has now made this decision interesting.
the context was the previous question was, have you ever been inside a tank before?
Oh, right, I see.
So, chat, have you had any experience with? Oh, they're all weeboos. None of them have
Do
fucking
you
seen a
want to
girl
be the
before.
first? Is that an attractive thing to say?
That's not an option. Our options are yes in training or no, I never have.
No, we never.
No, I never have.
Yes, but I was only firing blanks.
Doug is only in the stream because he wanted to talk to me about something, and I went, sorry, I'm streaming.
Am I legally obliged to answer this? Yes.
Yes, you are. And hey, Dan Gassy. I don't know how long you've been here, but it's the first time I've seen you say things.
It can't have been that long.
Hi, Datton.
For his sake, or her sake indeed, I hope that it wasn't that long, because holy shit. I'm trying to think of more tank sex puns, and I can't.
Okay, I don't know what to say.
No, we're don't make me flip a coin.
Let's play it innocent and say that we never have.
Okay, right.
I
Okay.
think that she could be the first. That might be a plus.
I know.
A little slow.
I
Never
don't.
been inside a tank.
Right, I'm
Well,
going. I know. Hang on. I know how to phrase this. Noodles, as our resident expert. Ignoring the fact that she's a tank, right? Do girls like someone who has no experience, or someone who's admitting to training and nothing else?
Right, so I'm going to do what every regular, stud, as it were, what every man who gets the ladies does. I'm going to ask you to pick high numbers or low numbers, crazy man.
Please
And then
excuse
I'm
the
going
random
to-
fireworks going out outside.
And then I'm going to roll a d20. Just like James Bond would.
This is why you are resident expert.
High numbers or low numbers, Mr. Crazy Man?
Ah,
Shaken, not rolled.
I want high numbers.
It was high numbers. We're gonna go with yes intro.
Right, there we go. Why did I? Okay, right. I'm not.
D20 because of all the D&D dice on my desk. This is the only one that's not covered in something. So that came out badly. Not. Oh, fucking. That's it. The stream's done. Oh,
once in training, we did a tank maintenance class. It was
Alright,
pretty
like, what
fun,
do you do
actually.
in D&D is like, well, when I'm in D&D, I just don't talk to anybody.
I got to fire a couple of rounds through the barrel.
Oh my god. That cannot be accidental innuendo.
Oh, so she let you touch her? Whoa, whoa! Normal tank, not a tank.
How is this character managing to be more than me? Like, because I feel really awkward right now. That this is taking it a step.
I'm also guessing due to the red eyes that she's going to be Russian. I don't know if IS-2 is a Russian tank. I must admit.
Let's find out.
My military knowledge of tanks is fairly low.
In the immortal words of Crazy Man's dad, I'll fucking Google it. That's an earlier stream joke for you, newcomer.
Yeah.
It's just a melted glue stick, I swear.
Oh, God. Ugh.
And yes, you were right. They were Russian tanks.
Soviet Union, yes.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, the IS stood for Joseph Stalin.
What?
Because they don't have a J.
Because they don't have
Oh,
a formal
right.
education system there.
Well, I mean, look at the Russian alphabet. It has freaking numbers in it, and some of the letters are backwards.
It's got a shape that looks like someone wasn't sure whether they were noughts or crosses in a game of noughts and crosses, and kind of just melded the two together. It's great.
Exactly.
Anyway, let me continue on with the fantastic voice acting. Oh,
In Soviet Russia, not the crosses game not to work.
Sparks, you're ruining my best work. Oh, it's well, you're coming with me. Let's get a
Well-
drink.
I mean, you're not wrong. That was your best work.
So,
Oh, that dead air. Did you guys feel that? I felt that. I felt something.
What?
The dead air. Oh, it was beautiful. Somebody please continue.
we have two choices. Do we
Oh,
say,
for Christ's sake.
shh? Right.
Isn't it weird how even though two choices is only 100% more than one choice, it's infinitely more difficult than one choice. I
Amazing.
say infinitely. We make one choice quite difficult, to be honest.
If
Right.
a tank has red eyes, it's Russian, and if a tank has blue eyes, then it's Seto Kaiba from Yu.
Yeah.
I got that joke.
Yeah.
I feel dirty. I feel bad.
Right.
Don't feel bad. It was great. Okay.
Right,
I have
right.
the
That's
gift
what
of
the thank you.
foresight, so I kind of, sort of know what happens if you
Right,
pick
hang-
one thing, and
right.
I'm just gonna say this girl is easy mode if you want to get laid.
Ah.
Right.
As the resident woman, like talking to women expert, I also totally knew this.
Right. Hang on.
Even though she has pink eye, we're not certain whether we can actually get any better than this at this point. I don't know whether we want to like warm ourselves up.
I think we should actually like try in this because I think that
You-
going for easy mode is just coasting and that's bad. Whereas
Right.
If we go for her, does that mean that we're like making a choice here on her instead of others, or can we do all of them? But by do I mean to endear ourselves to by using wording better than mine.
Well, you can probably like earn points towards others depending on how you interact with them. But like if you please her early and then put others down, then you'll get to her more quickly, and the game will end more quickly, and it'll be merciful.
Full of water then.
Now you have a lap full of water.
Sweet fucking relief is what she is.
You know, that has a point. In the interest of finishing this before, like we all like move to different countries and have voice changes and stuff. Maybe we should go for the faster option.
So are we going out drinking with this Russian tank?
My vote is yes.
Right.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Right.
We,
It's
we
actually
can buy a tank
sure,
anyway,
why
use a
not?
stiff drink.
Sorry, it's Noodles. It's sure, why not? Not yeah, sure, why not? Please get the wording correct.
Anything about talking to ladies?
Right. Yeah, come on, let's go.
I vote, seeing as it's 10:30, if we're about to finish a scene, as it were, we should probably end this stream here and reconvene some other time when we've forgotten what the fuck.
Are you
You
in
think
a
this game
need
has a
to
save
go?
function? Oh, aren't you sweet?
It does.
Again, sorry, what?
Are you needing to go, or are you just
Yeah, I will have to shortly. Yes.
losing your sanity?
We were able to save all along.
Yeah, no, we
Oh
can
my
save.
god, we could have just left. But the stream is actually over.
Okay.
We're done, son. This is it.
You and IS2 walk down the street in the pitch blackness.
All right.
You spent so long in the hospital.
The sun and the stars have all died.
This is the inevitable heat death of the universe. The great collapse. It's all over.
Entropy is upon us.
All that's left is you, IS2, and a street. A random street.
The sun expanded, engulfed the earth, and this is what we're doing in hell.
You and IS2 walk down the street because there's literally nothing else left to do.
Yeah. There's.
Owen, can you open your eyes for? Oh dear. Anyway, yeah, right. So what we're doing? We reconvening at another date.
Yes, we will. All right, we will reconvene at another date.
Thank you for sticking with us, everybody.
This was the most amazing stream I think I've had in a long time.
This has been the most fun I've had in a video game broadcasting capacity. So
What am I doing streaming Game Mode 4? Game Mode 4 sucks. I need to do more of this.
Yes.
Thanks
Brilliant.
for watching.
Right.
Everybody.
Yes. Thank
Yeah,
you very
yeah,
much for
right.
watching, everyone who's watched. If you haven't watched, go fuck yourself. But you'll never hear me say that because you didn't watch. So it
They
doesn't
might
really
watch it
matter.
back on YouTube.
Well, then they've
On
watched.
YouTube, are you going to upload this as the entire stream at once? You're going to cut this up into bits.
As YouTube has its new policy of you lose subscribers every time you upload a video. I'm probably just going to release it as one terribly long, waning complaint
Well, I mean,
of a
'cause,
stream.
I mean, in fairness, this still isn't as long as my longest video, so it's.
I mean, honestly, I'd
Well,
happily go longer and just find out what the YouTube limit for longest video you can upload is.
I've seen a 40-hour long, 10 hours. I think I've seen 40. It's something like Nyan Cat, so I think I'm mad.
Rex and Link, who are two YouTube content creators, once sang all night long.
Oh,
They actually filmed themselves for an entire night singing the song on a loop on a beatbox on their shoulder, and they were just wandering around town joining parties and going down the street. At one point, because it's 2 a.m., they get a police officer comes over to them and starts talking to them, and Rhett is talking to the police officer, and in the meantime, Link is in the background with the music sort of turned down low, mouthing the words of the song and looking at the camera because they don't want to stop.
Rafhawk, and indeed everybody, what you want to do is go and Google the Pingu Newt Newt.
Oh god, I've seen that.
Elongated, because that is the sound that the gates of hell make when they open.
Apparently, it's 128 gigs. So if you have a low quality, high compression.
I mean, to be fair, this is some pretty low quality content.
Hey!
Yeah, and it's very low compression as well, considering how much does fit into it.
Yeah, well, okay, so
Yeah,
I would like to point out that in true this stream fashion, we have gone on a tangent as we were trying to leave. This is the video game streaming equivalent of two meeting in a shopping centre. So, should we do channel links and stuff and just shameless plugs?
Yeah,
and
go.
then
Yeah, sure. Fuck
go
it.
away.
Shamelessly plug your shit.
Fair enough. Well, we know who Crazy Man and Sparks are because it's their stream.
Well, I was going to say,
channel.
we'll start with you, Noodles. Do your. Bit.
Okay, so hi, I'm Noodle Soup. I do things that sadly isn't anywhere near as funny as this. At youtube.com/LenoodleSoup, LeNoodleSoup, because the word noodle soup was taken, and when I find them and assume their body and identity, then I shall sort all that out. But yeah, youtube.com/LeNoodleSoup. I'm playing City Skylines at the moment, unless you're watching this on YouTube. In that case, I'm probably not. Somebody should stop me talking. I'm very tired.
We'll put them in the description as well when we upload.
If you want to see a
Watch the
tired
Crazy
man, go to see Noodle Soup's channel.
Or youtube.com/Alex Bullivant, which is that thing that I do in the real life with the cameras, and I do the musics and stuff. So that's also a thing, seeing as we're plugging our stuff. Two channels.
Only
And
people
I
who
do
spell
two
Bullivant
things.
can enjoy his videos.
I'm just giving Crazy Man and Sparks more work. Is all I'm doing.
Sorry, I think I'm subscribed to that channel anyway after
excellent.
do
Do you remember that one time where you shitload of people just go onto all of my videos and type something involving the number 47, and I woke up with like 30 notifications and I had no idea what was going on.
Oh my god, Noodles, you're Who Skates Wins. I wonder what happened to that guy.
Yes!
I was like, he was kind of cool, but he didn't stay around very long. It was you. You changed your name.
Are you being legit?
Yes. I have no idea that was you.
Yeah, no, that's me.
So ZaCloud, did you?
It's a small world after all.
So ZaCloud, do you want to plug your shit, or do we just want to
Yeah, I'll
listen?
put my shit into an outlet. My name is ZaCloud, also known on some other avenues as like the letter X, then ZaCloud, then the letter X again, because sometimes it was taken by people who like don't post anything ever.
Like me.
I don't know if that's my address. That was my old one, but then someone hacked it, and so I made a new one. So yeah, it's ZaCloud X for my AMV one. And then I also have ZaCloud animations for my all 1.5 animations that I've ever done that are terrible. And then I also have ZaCloud Gaming, which was where I did some Let's Plays, but have kind of fizzled out with that. But right there's my Facebook. I pretty much link anything I'm gonna do anywhere. I'm gonna probably link on there. So
ZaCloud did a dubstep remix of me being incredulously surprised about a chicken in a cave at Y16 that is definitely worth watching.
Oh, I saw that. Yes, go watch that.
There's a chicken down here. Wop, wop.
Oh, that was brilliant. Yeah, watch that. That's the one.
Oh man, I haven't watched that in a while. I woke up one morning and that just made my day, just in my feed.
Yeah, and
Y16. What's a chicken doing down here?
if anyone is still with us at this point, myself, Crazy Man, and Sparks, that came out weird. Sparks and myself, Crazy Man. That's probably a better way of phrasing that. Yeah, we have the obviously the channel Accidental Games, and that just gets filled with comments of where's the next Foxy Boxes. So if you're into leaving that comment or reading people who have left that comment, feel free to leave that comment, and I may give you a sarky answer if I'm in a shit mood. So go there.
The video you should check out on the Accidental Games channel is that one where they become superheroes in Minecraft purely because I did the outro music. It sounds like I'm being nice, but really it's just another plug. Stream is over.
Yes.
Completed.
Yeah, no, we're done. We've dragged this outro on for about 10 minutes now, so I feel it's
We've
sufficient.
kept in theme with the rest of the stream. That rhymes.
It's soon up.
Yes.
50-minute episodes. Half of one episode is going to be us saying goodbye.
yeah, if this stream was an anime, it'd be Drag On Ball Z.
Oh no.
Oh god.
Oh.
If this stream was an anime, it would be season 2 of The Legend of Korra, because that was just a bunch of filler that dragged on for ages and nobody quite understood where it was going. Yes, I too can make anime references. I have watched the manga May.
Mm.
Duck is plugging Crazy Man's computer background.
Yeah, Duck did make me this desktop background. It's amazing. Okay, I'll briefly show it as I try and resize the screen of this game, because that's how this amazing game works. Whoop. There's more of it, but I'm only showing part of the screen, so
Awesome.
yeah, it's a great. And with that, we are properly ending the stream. I'm hitting the stop streaming button. I hope you all are still vaguely alive and haven't given up on life.
Your Minecraft skin looks just as pissed off as I do right now.
And with that, goodbye.
Yeah, force us.
Bye.
Everyone leave. Everyone go. Force us to shut up.
Go home. We don't love you.
I'm not above shouting into the void, but at least it will be pointless.
At least it will be pointless.
Right, hang on. Okay, so I'm going to shout that the stream is over, and it's Crazy Man's job to just end the stream at the end of that. So we're ready?
Yep.
Stream is over! We're done! It's finished!